Panda Anthem.
Ian, what's up?
Red Panda Anthem.
Red Panda, what's good?
Red Panda Anthem.
It's your boy.
Let's review 50 stocks real quick, and we can get on with the show. But if you like these lessons, please put yes in chat. If I made you money, please put yes in chat. And for those of you that are parents, share these lessons with your kids so they are not learning late. We have to start catching our babies at 3, 4, and 5 years old and not wait until they're 15 or 18 to teach them about money. Even if you don't have it, teach them early because they deserve that. I love you all. Let's review these stocks. So I know you're tired of me always talking about Apple, Microsoft, great. So let's review some that we haven't talked about before in a couple of different markets. So this is Polymetal International. First thing I'm going is a 5-year. Had a little bit of a pop, right? But if we're looking at the trend of Polymetal, is this a good investment? No. Pink sheet company, not a lot of value. So even though you may see things pop up on your screen, doesn't mean you want to invest in. Let's look at this next one. So we can see here, Apron is at $3.30. If we go back a little bit in time, we can see it was at $1.65 and it's been falling. I don't think Apron is going to recover and do anything amazing in this time frame. Let's look at DDO. Yes, everything has been falling, but which I want to see is some companies have a uptrend during some of this meltdown in the market. So if we look at Lilly high was $3.14. It's currently at $289.23. It's slightly on an upturn, and it hasn't dropped down and lost 30 or 50 or 80% of its value in a year, and definitely not over a 5-year period. Please write this down. I still want to see the market go up and to the right on a 5-year month chart, even during a bear market. Let's look at Integrated Media Technology, IMTE. No. Previous high back in 2018 was 44. It's the same thing I told you guys before. If the all-time high is not within the last year, I do not want to touch it. Let's look at SGLY. Same trend. You may be able to trade some of these, but I would not hold them for investment. SEED, S-E-E-D. It's at $7.68. It was at $2.76 in 2020. It went up to 28 and fell apart. No, real companies will hold their valuation even through a bear market. Let's look at Lumen Technologies. 5-year high was $27.61. It's at $11.15. No, if it got to $4, maybe on a swing trade, but I do not like this one at the moment. VNDA, same thing. And write this down. A lot of companies, if it has not had a new high in the last year, you can just eliminate it. So this one, VNDA, I wouldn't touch it just because it hasn't had a new high. Now, if the financials of the company change, maybe. Vizio, no. Previous high was 28. It is now at $7.98. No go. SKYH. So this is when you're reviewing a market and you're looking at 200-300 stocks, you're going to see that most companies are not providing enough value for you to actually put your money there. And the question I always love to ask is, if your life was on the line, would you invest in a company? Most people never even heard of Sky Harbor Group Corporation. These are Class A shares. No slight to them. But no, NNOX. So the previous high was $94.81. It's at $9.05 now. NanoX Imaging, no. So this is what I'm really doing when I'm doing my review of the market. I'm looking to see, has a company continuously gone up to the right, and then after it's gone up to the right, am I then able to buy somewhere on a low? This company is nowhere near where it should be. So I want my companies to go up and to the right and then take a dip. I can buy here and then it goes back to the upside. This company is not doing that. I do not want to touch that. PRM, downside, huge downtrend. These are monthly candles for those of you that may ask. BTTX, same thing, no go. Better Therapeutics. Let's look at Space, SPCE. Hit a high of $62.80. Then it's at $6.07 now. The previous low before that was $7.53. This is why I tell you, if something has hit a bottom before, it's usually going to come back and break that bottom if it's not an amazing company. So everyone who was missing out and thought SPCE was going to be the greatest investment ever, you didn't miss out on a damn thing if you waited 12, 13, 14 months, right? Let's look at EIGS. Oh, EIGR, my apologies. Iger Biopharmaceuticals, don't love it. It's okay. BRBR. These are decent trades. If you can trade and you trade stocks, maybe this will be some of the ones you can trade, or swing trade, but I wouldn't put these in my long-term portfolio. I want to be very clear on it. EHTH, no. And let me see really quick what the 20 years on this one. Yeah, so this is Eat Health Incorporated. If it got back and broke this low of $6.38 and it went to like $6 flat, I wouldn't mind touching it there. So when I'm saying, hey, I want things that are 80 to 90% off in the lessons I was giving Xander, for a company that is not amazing quality, I want to wait till it goes to that previous low. I still would probably swing trade it. I would not hold it for long term. And the truth is, most companies don't produce any real value because the economy is hurting. SKT, I don't like. OEC, this one isn't bad. It's not incredible. At 593. So let's say if this is the top, this is the bottom, this is the middle, maybe somewhere around here. So $7.05. I would maybe want to buy it here if I'm looking for a swing trade. Any other place than that, I wouldn't want to touch it. By this time, if you've done enough research in the market, you should be able to eye where your indicator would be. So this is the high. Once again, you can just literally, and if you're trading it, do it with a marker, right? So this is the high, this is the low, this is the middle, and put literally X is the only place I want to buy. What do most people do? Okay, I want to buy here at 20 because I think it's going to go up. And then it slows back down and goes back to 750 where I said it would go. And you're like, man, hey, can I talk to you? Can you help me out? And I'm like, where did you buy at 20? Why did you buy at 20? I thought it was going to go up. FOLO. Flower Foods, not bad. This would be a pretty safe swing trade. So if it got back down here to like 24.48, I would probably want to do a swing for $2 or $3 on this. The low back in 2002 was $2.40. Not bad. Yeah, that would be a decent swing trade. So you have to find opportunities. Society Pass, you can see this is definitely a no-go. You have to look and search for opportunities that are there. Let's go a little bit faster. BGS. I don't like a lot. That's B&G Foods. CYN. Put this in chat. My entire job is to hunt for the best stocks and investments on. NWS is news media. It's the 5-year chart. I don't like to invest in media companies. They don't give the best return. KMT. Okay. SFM. Okay. eBay. Let's go with some JP Morgan. Let's go Ally Bank. Ally Financial. Allies held up pretty well. GIS. General Mills. Okay. General Mills is an example of they have not went down that much. They went down in March, 61. Great. But they slowly been pushing up. These white candles means upward momentum. They've been doing pretty good. So General Mills, I would definitely put on my watch list. Let's look at Kellogg Company. Kellogg Company has done well. Put in chat why you think why. We got a couple more minutes before we shut down. RCII Rent-A-Center. No, not so much. SPD. Expeditors International. Don't love. Let's look at BIG. Don't love. Clorox. Don't love. Bank of Montreal. What trend is this telling you? No. But, and this is a prime example. I'll end here. Why to look at the long term? Look at what, okay. Have you ever even heard of Bank of Montreal if you're in the United States of America? And look at what this price was. For those of you listening, it was $11,554 at the high. That was in 2018. It is now at $81.15. No. Always go with true direction. Study your asset over 50 years. Look at the 5-year chart. find some all-stars. And even out of this list we went through, out of 25, there were 2 or 3 maybe good companies, right? You only need really 4 good companies to have freedom. Pick your 4. You don't have to like Apple, Microsoft. Great. VOVTI. Great. What does your drawdown look like though? Once again, process matters, and that is what leads to profit. I love you. I hope this helped, but it is on you to execute and not deviate from the damn plan, because you, like my son, are worthy of all the money and all the freedom in the world that you want. I love you.
This that Red Panda Anthem.
Ian, what's up?
This that Red Panda Anthem.
Red Panda, what's
This
good?
that Red Panda Anthem.
It's your
Whole
boy.
clique going up. I know they can't stand it.